I'm canceling our New Year's trip.
What? Why? I've already taken time off work. And I've booked the hotel. It's not enough notice to cancel.
My mom and my sister are saying they want to go on vacation together again, and they want me to go too.
What?
You'll have to stay home by yourself.
Again? That's 5 years in a row. You can't do this again, Jordan. You promised this year you'd definitely go on vacation with me. You said so a year ago when this same thing happened.
Yeah, I know, and I was meaning to go with you. But my sister said she really wants to go and see the fireworks together again this year. It's kind of our family tradition.
So you're just going to leave me behind and go off with your family for the holidays again?
Well, yeah. It's just a trip we always go on together, just our close family.
So how come Caroline's husband is considered a close family and I'm not? I don't see the huge difference.
Try not to worry about those tiny details. That's your problem. You're always anxious about the little things. We might not be related by blood, but we still have a bond. He's basically my brother.
What are you talking about? You never hang out. And what about me? You've been treating me like garbage recently.
How have I been treating you like garbage? It's just that my family don't really get along with strangers. We like to keep ourselves to ourselves. And you'll have to look after my niece like last year. I'm sure you don't mind.
I knew you were going to say that.
Do you have a problem or something?
It's just that I've never had kids or looked after them that much before. It's not something that just comes naturally to everyone. She's still so little. It makes me nervous looking after her by myself. What if something happens to her because I don't know what I'm doing? And I said last year I didn't want to do it and you promised it wouldn't happen again.
It's only been 4 times so far. It's not like we're making you look after her every weekend.
It just felt like such a long time to be alone with a kid I barely know.
I guess you're really not cut out for having kids, are you? It's probably a good thing that we don't have any ourselves. Oh, all right. I mean, it's probably a good thing you can't have kids.
Excuse me?
What? I'm just speaking the truth. Whose fault do you think it is that we can't have kids?
I know that you think it's my fault we can't have kids because I'm having trouble conceiving.
Then what is your problem with looking after my sisters?
Those are 2 completely different issues. I'm not your housekeeper. You can't just order me to look after your sister's child. I think you should treat me with more respect.
Have you forgotten that you owe me?
No, I haven't forgotten.
Your ex-husband was violent and abusive. He stole your savings and left you in a bunch of debt. You didn't have anyone else in the world and I looked after you.
I still really appreciate what you did for me 8 years ago. But when we found out I couldn't have children, you started acting just like my ex-husband. And you've been the same way ever since.
I haven't touched you. You can't compare me to him.
No, perhaps you haven't hurt me physically. But you still hurt me with your words.
I don't call you names and cuss you out like he used to.
Maybe not. But you say things that make me think I don't really mean much to you. And when your mother is rude to me, you never try to defend me. And when your sister treats me like an idiot, you just laugh along like it's some kind of hilarious joke.
I just go along with that stuff because the alternative is to offend everyone and make everyone uncomfortable. Is that what you want? You have got such victim mentality. I think perhaps you should try not to take things so personally from now on.
I thought maybe this year, if we went away together, we could try and repair our relationship. Obviously, I was wrong. You've got no intention of investing any time or effort into our marriage, have you?
Are you saying that we should get a divorce? Is that what you want?
That's not what I said. I just think we should try a little harder to be a proper husband and wife.
I think this whole conversation is a waste of my time. Do we have to talk about this now? You should be able to take care of my niece without causing a huge fuss like this. It's just something normal families do for each other.
I think you and I have a very different idea of what normal families are like to each other.
If you don't have any kids yourself, you should be prepared to look after other people's. You should want to share in the responsibility. If we're not on the same page about this, I think it's about time we think about getting a divorce. You're going against my wishes, and that's not the kind of woman I want to be married to.
Do we really have to go that far?
Well, it's not like you'll be able to survive if we get a divorce. For starters, you'd have to pay back the $10,000 I lent you to pay off your ex-husband's debt.
I could never afford to pay it all back in one go.
That's what I thought. You'd never be able to save all that money with your minimum wage, part-time, convenience store job. So what do you say? Are you gonna look after your sister-in-law's kid?
Fine, I'll do it. My name is Michelle. I'm a 38-year-old divorcee. I got married to my college boyfriend about 10 years ago. At first, we were happy and everything was fine. But gradually, he got into drinking and gambling, and eventually he started to run up a lot of debt. Then he began to take out his frustration on me. At first, he just shouted and called me names, but after a while, that didn't satisfy him and he started to hit me. After we had been married for about a year and a half, we split up. In fact, he ran off with all of my savings. So that was the end of my first marriage. And that was around the time I met the man who's my husband now, Jordan. When I first met Jordan, I thought he had been sent by the gods to rescue me from my hellish life. He was so kind to me, and his mom was so nice, and they all welcomed me into his family. I thought I was finally going to be able to live a happy and stress-free life. But then we discovered I couldn't have children. And suddenly it seemed like everyone turned their back on me. I guess I just have the worst luck with men. I think my mother-in-law was really looking forward to having more grandchildren, and she had her heart set on Jordan having a son to carry on the family name. And I guess Jordan really wanted to make that dream come true as well. When he realized I couldn't have kids, he just started treating me like a housekeeper. I became someone he expected to cook, clean, and do his laundry for him, and that was it. But I really can't deal with this treatment anymore. I've been paying Jordan back the money that he lent me each month, and I was hoping that way I could gradually repay my debt. But it looks like if I don't pay back all that money, this awful situation will just continue until I finally can. I'd been worrying about what to do for a while, when suddenly someone stepped up. And it was someone who I never expected to help me out.
Did my brother tell you what's going on? I hope you're looking forward to taking care of my daughter again this year. She's excited to stay with her Auntie Michelle.
Oh, hey, Caroline. Sorry, I can't.
What? Are you kidding? I thought you agreed. Jordan said you'd take care of it.
I may have said that reluctantly. He told me that if I didn't agree to it, he would divorce me.
Oh, right. That's what Mom said too. If that girl doesn't cooperate, then I'll make sure they get a divorce.
Look, why do you guys all seem to hate me so much?
You are aware that you're infertile, aren't you?
You can't use that against me like this. I didn't know that when I agreed to marry Jordan. It's not like I tricked him into marrying me.
I'm actually so thankful that you can't have kids.
What on earth do you mean?
You know, when we realized I was having a daughter, Mom was so grumpy. She didn't speak to me for weeks. You know how much she wants a grandson. But then when you came along, she perked up a bit. I guess she thought she was finally going to get one. And then when we found out you were infertile, she just started spending all her energy hating on you, and she never pays any attention to what I'm doing at all.
Is it really so important for her to have a grandson? What's the big deal? I thought grandparents were supposed to love their grandchildren unconditionally and think them the cutest things in the whole world.
Oh, it's really not that easy. You don't have kids, so you wouldn't understand. I realized when I had my daughter, actually. I probably didn't want to have kids in the first place.
What?
So my mom keeps asking why I'm not getting pregnant again and trying for a son, but I really don't want to.
You're the most irresponsible person I think I've ever known.
It's just that I've learned from the experience of having my first kid that I don't need anymore. That's all. You can't blame me for that. I'm not even sure if I want the first one, though, actually. Do you want her? You guys could adopt her. I'm pretty sure she likes you better than me.
How can you possibly say that? What if your daughter knew you thought like that?
But it's so much easier without kids. They take up so much time and effort. I haven't had a lion in almost 5 years. And I want to spend more time with my husband. By ourselves.
Does your husband feel like that too? I suppose he must.
All right, you've never really met him, have you?
I think we've met once, but it's not like we have much time to get to know each other.
Don't get me wrong. My husband really loves his daughter. It's kind of annoying, actually. It's like he's obsessed with her. That's kind of why I could do without her.
Are you jealous of your own daughter? You have to be kidding me.
He even says he wants to take our daughter on vacation with us. So I told him we can't, since Auntie Michelle is so desperate to see her and look after her.
That's a lie, though.
That's fine. He'll never know if you don't tell him. And it's so much more convenient to go on vacation without her. She would ruin all my New Year plans.
What about my New Year plans? I had a hotel booked and everything. Haven't you even thought about that? And if I can't go on vacation, I'd like to spend the holidays relaxing at home, not looking after someone else's kid.
Maybe you can spend your holidays relaxing at home after you've repaid all the money my brother lent you.
Excuse me?
Oh, I forgot. That's going to be impossible for you with your convenience store job.
If you know that, why are you messaging to torment me about it?
I was wondering why you don't get a better job, but then I remembered. You didn't graduate high school, did you? It's funny because you don't look like a typical dropout.
That's because I was forced to drop out of high school and get a job when my parents passed away.
With that kind of resume, I don't suppose anyone wants to hire you, do they?
Maybe not, but I can't go on like this.
Why not? It doesn't seem that bad. Just do a little child minding now and then you're good with me. And if you keep doing your part-time convenience store thing and being Jordan's housekeeper, I'm sure you'll pay it back eventually.
That's not how I want to live my life.
And you don't exactly have any connections either. I'm so thankful my husband is the president of his company. We have such a comfortable life.
Oh, he's the company president? I didn't realize that. That's nice for you.
Yeah, isn't it? I mean, in reality, we can afford to hire a babysitter when we go away, but it just doesn't make sense to spend the money when you're right there. But if we do that, my husband will definitely say he'd rather just take our daughter with us.
Why is it you don't want to take her with you?
You do know she's only 5 years old, right? She'll probably cry in the car and we'd have to keep stopping so that she can pee and have a snack and stuff. It's just easier to leave her at home. I do wish we'd never had her. Life was way simpler, and we had so much more freedom when she wasn't around.
Oh, I see. I think you might be one of the worst parents I've ever had the misfortune to meet. You're awful.
Hey! You can't talk to me like that. You've got no right. You don't even have the ability to have children. What do you know about it?
To be honest, I really can't understand how God could give you a child and not me, when I love and cherish one so much. Why do you get to be so lucky?
Perhaps he looked at you and decided you just didn't deserve to be a parent, and I do. That's such a hilarious thought.
I'm so done with this.
That's fine. Thanks for looking after my daughter anyway.
We're going on vacation tomorrow. Have you finished preparing for the kid to stay at ours?
I'm sorry, but I really don't want to. I'm going to have to refuse this time.
What?
I just can't get over the feeling that what you and your family are doing is wrong. I'm not going to put up with this anymore. That's what I've decided.
Oh, for God's sake, you really never learn, do you? Have you already forgotten that I said if you don't obey me, we're getting a divorce?
No, I didn't forget. I took the divorce papers in today, actually.
What? Is that your attempt at a joke? It's not very funny.
It's not the kind of thing I would joke about. I'm not such a terrible person. But you and I are definitely done.
Did you keep the divorce papers that we signed before? I thought that we threw those away after you begged me to reconsider.
I didn't beg you. I thought we should try. But I also thought I should keep hold of those papers in case it didn't work out. Which it clearly didn't.
So, are you not going to be able to pay back all the money that you owe me in one go?
Yeah, I think I could manage it.
Did you get a loan or something? The premiums will be too high. If you can't pay it back, you'll end up going bankrupt.
I didn't take out a loan, don't worry.
Oh, you're lying. There's no way you could pay back all that money with your wages. You must have got the money from somewhere else.
Yeah, that's true.
So, where's the money coming from? You got a loan, didn't you?
Actually, someone completely unexpected has offered to help me out.
Who is it?
Caroline's husband.
Anthony?
That's right. He said he wanted to know what was going on with us. And he apologized for letting Caroline force me to look after their daughter. Turns out he was getting suspicious of her and wondered if it was really true that I was desperate to look after her.
But you don't even have Anthony's number. How did you get in touch with him? I thought you'd only met him that once and didn't really even speak to him.
That's true. It was actually a complete coincidence that I ran into him again. He came into the convenience store where I was working.
Are you kidding me? A tiny little store like yours that the local residents hardly even use? There's no way that he went in there coincidentally. Besides, he usually only shops at Trader Joe's and buys organic and paleo and stuff like that.
He said his company is thinking about buying up some smaller convenience stores like ours to turn them into Whole Food stores. That's why he was there. He was checking out possible locations.
I still can't believe he was there just by coincidence. The chances are so small.
I guess it was probably a miracle then. He was like, "Do you really love my daughter that much?" And he looked kind of dubious about it, so I didn't want to lie to him. I got kind of mad, actually. I told him straight up, I never once said I want to look after your daughter.
You did?
But he wasn't angry. He just wanted to hear what had been going on with us. It seemed like he really wanted to think of a good solution to my problems.
What kind of solution? What did you do?
Well, for one thing, Anthony isn't going on vacation with the rest of you tomorrow. He's going to stay at home and spend time with his daughter.
Impossible. I haven't heard anything about that.
He said he'd wait till the last moment to tell you all. It's kind of like how you waited till the last moment to cancel our trip, isn't it?
I didn't leave it till the day before.
He also said he wasn't going to put any money towards the vacation this time.
What? He can't do that. That vacation is pretty expensive. I was counting on him to pay, because otherwise I'm not so sure I can afford it.
That's not even the real news. I'm just getting to the important bit, if you'll shut up and let me.
There's more?
He's getting a divorce. I don't think he'll mind me telling you since he's telling Caroline today.
Oh, you can't be serious over this stupid trip?
Well, it's more like Caroline has been lying to him for years about a lot of different stuff. And he's sick of the way she treats their daughter when she thinks he's not paying attention. But when I showed him some of her texts, I think that's when he knew he needed to get a divorce. All of the things she wrote about not wanting their daughter, it's pretty bad. I can see why he wouldn't want to stay with her.
What are you talking about? Caroline loves their daughter.
Yeah, right. But I'm not sure if he's had time to tell her yet, so don't start texting her about it.
Someone should let her know.
I don't think you're the right person.
I think this was a bad idea. She is so confused and angry. Can you talk to her?
What is this about me getting a divorce? Are you guys making this up to mess with me?
How much do you know?
I told her pretty much everything you just said.
What do you mean Anthony came into your nasty convenience store by chance? That kind of coincidence only happens in movies. I bet you hired a private detective to collect dirt on me, didn't you? That's the kind of basic thing you do.
If I could afford to hire a private detective, don't you think I would have just used the money to pay Jordan back?
This is ridiculous! You think Anthony wants a divorce? That's impossible. You just think we're unhappy because you are. If we get a divorce, what am I going to do? How will I get by?
Perhaps you should be talking about this stuff with Anthony?
Would I have to get a job? I wouldn't know where to start. I just got married after college, so I've never really had a job.
Of course you'd have to get a job.
But I can't. If this is all true and I end up divorced, you'll have to lend me some money, Jordan.
Why would I?
Because it's your wife that caused all of these problems. You should take responsibility for her actions.
Actually, we already filed for divorce. I don't think he has to take responsibility for me, if he doesn't want to.
You're getting a divorce as well?
Yeah, and since we don't have any children or property to divide, it ought to be a pretty simple thing. I think I'm going to live on my own from now on.
I can't afford to keep you and Mom as well as myself, Caroline. At least one of you is gonna have to get a job.
But Michelle, you never really wanted to get a divorce, did you? I'm sure we can cancel the application if we act quickly.
I'll give you another chance if you can stop Anthony from going through with this.
You're deluded. I'm so excited to be finally getting away from you.
But what are you gonna do now? You can't afford to rent an apartment on your current wages, can you? And with your work history and lack of education, it's gonna be difficult for you to find a proper job. I don't think that you've thought this through.
Actually, I have Anthony to thank there too.
What do you mean?
Next month, I'm going to start working for his company.
Oh, that is crazy. How is everything suddenly going your way?
I'm going to be a full-time store manager at one of his stores. I've been working at convenience stores and supermarkets my whole life, so I might as well put some of that knowledge to good use.
So now that you no longer have any use for me, we're done. Is that it?
When I think about how you rescued me and looked after me when I was at rock bottom, I really am thankful. But since those days, you treated me so badly. I just think that there's nothing left for us to save anymore.
Well, if that's how you feel, I guess I can't stop you.
I don't want Anthony to divorce me.
I'm going to leave you guys to it. See you around. A week later, Anthony and Caroline filed for divorce. Anthony is applying for sole custody of his daughter. I don't doubt that he'll get it. He's already living with his daughter full-time, and it seems like they're really enjoying their life together. I don't think Jordan was prepared to find out how thoughtless his mom and sister are when it comes to money. Apparently, he tried to abandon them and run off by himself somewhere. But it didn't work, because he's such a mommy's boy. So he's having to make his paycheck feed all three of them at the moment. Doesn't look like either his mom or his sister are going to get a job anytime soon. He was always pretty careful with money and liked to save whatever he didn't spend. But his sister is just so wasteful and can't stop buying all these useless things. So it sounds like they're living a pretty sad existence right now. I'm sure our old place isn't even big enough for them all to have separate bedrooms. As for me, I still can't believe I'm the official manager of a Whole Foods store. I'm getting paid more, and I even find the work really satisfying. I have the motivation to get up and go to work for the first time in my life. So I guess things are finally working out for me, and it's pretty cool. I learned a lesson from my 2 failed marriages. I have terrible luck with men. So right now, I'm just going to focus on what I can do by myself and put all my energy into that. I'm ready to get started on my own life.
You're Emma, aren't you? You've got some nerve stealing my dad away from me. Excuse me? My dad told me that you're the person he's going to marry. Okay? Who do you think you are? You think you can just marry my dad without telling me? Can you call yourself an adult when lacking that much common sense? I'll never accept you as a mother. Hold on. Who do you mean by my dad exactly? Who are you? Are you kidding me? Are you by some chance Robert's daughter? Yes, it's me, Courtney. I'm his one and only child. Don't play stupid with me. Hold on, I don't believe this. I haven't heard anything about this. What now? Robert has a child. He didn't say a word about having children. Although he did say he'd been married once. I never imagined he actually had a child as well. Don't act like you didn't know. You don't just marry someone without knowing they have children. So what? Were you planning to just pretend like I don't exist? No, that's not it at all. Listen here. I am 100% against you marrying my dad. If you were some young, beautiful girl, I wouldn't have an issue with it. But I can't believe he would want to marry some old failure that couldn't find a man her whole life. Who are you calling a failure? An old hag like you is not a good match for my dad. Don't get ahead of yourself just because he decided to remarry. As his daughter, I oppose your marriage, so do me a favor and just take a hike. Are you serious? My dad says he's still planning to go through with the wedding, even though I told him what a reject you are. But sorry, I won't accept that. So cancel that wedding as soon as possible. And get out of his life entirely while you're at it. Robert, what's going on? I just got a message from your daughter. What? You talked to Courtney? Tell me what's going on. This is the first time I've heard anything about a child. Emma, I'm so sorry. I'd rather an explanation than an apology. Okay, well, I know I should have told you before, but it's true that I have a daughter. Her name is Courtney, and she turns 20 this year. So this must be the daughter from your last marriage. Who has custody? It was joint custody, but she's 20 now, so she lives by herself. I see. Why would you hide something so important? Look, I'm really sorry. I was thinking you probably wouldn't want to get involved with me if you found out I had a daughter. Up until this point, I've met a lot of good people. But the moment they find out I have a daughter, they get turned off. So you think it's okay to just get married while hiding the fact that you have a child? But I told you, didn't I? Courtney is already 20 years old. She's already graduated high school and is quite independent. So what? Does that mean it's okay to keep it a secret and marry me? No, that's not what I meant. Did you think you could hide it forever? Your daughter contacted me and she was quite aggressive. She said that she objects to the wedding and she wants me to break up with you as soon as possible. Look, just let me sort things out with Courtney. I'm the reason things have turned out this way. I know I can bring her around about the whole marriage. Do you think that's the issue here? Robert, listen. I know this is going to hurt you, but I think I need some time to think about this. What do you mean? There's a difference between marrying someone knowing they have a child and marrying someone who is lying about not having a child. I haven't prepared myself for this development. I know we're officially together, but I need to think about what lies from this point.
Wait, don't tell me. Are you actually talking about breaking up?
To be honest, I wouldn't say there's no chance of that happening.
I can't believe this. Please don't make this decision so quickly. The wedding is just around the corner. We're already halfway through preparations for the honeymoon as well.
I see where you're coming from, but can you expect me to still marry you after finding this out? Even the thought of living together is putting me off.
Please don't say things like that. We're already committed to each other. And as my future wife, don't you think you should act a little more like it?
Are you serious right now?
Isn't this wedding the moment you've been waiting for? It's such a waste to think about breaking up after coming this far.
In what way is this the moment I've been waiting for?
Exactly as it sounds. Finally, you'll no longer be a single 40-year-old. I mean, don't you remember how happy you were when I proposed to you?
Are you kidding me right now?
What do you think will happen if we break up? You'll just go back to being a single, miserable 40-year-old.
Did you just call me miserable?
Do you really think being a single 40-year-old is a better outcome? Not only that, but a 40-year-old who ran off right before her wedding? There's no chance anyone would want to date someone like that.
Excuse me?
With that in mind, is it really a good idea to break up with me? I would say no, but that's just me.
I can't believe that's how you think about me.
It's so obvious that breaking up is the stupid move to make here. Especially when the reason is just because you found out that I have a child from a previous marriage. Like, how petty can you get, really?
Right, let's make this clear. This isn't up to you at all. This is my decision to make.
I'm begging you, don't make such a big deal out of this. Courtney is already 20 years old. She doesn't need to be raised like a child. I know I can turn her around to be more approving of the wedding. Just wait, please.
I gotta say, you're a bold one, Emma. Excuse me? Today's the big day. You finally get your wedding. Even after being told countless times to break up with him, you're still going along, acting like nothing happened. Sorry, I don't think I follow you, Courtney. Not only that, but you didn't even have the decency to send me an invitation. Having a wedding without inviting the groom's daughter really is quite something, you know that? Courtney, there's something you should know about the wedding. If you're gonna give me excuses, I don't want to hear it. What do you mean excuses? I have a really clear picture of what type of woman you are. You're the type of lowlife that treats your husband's child like an obstacle in their way. For that reason alone, there's no way I could let my dad marry someone like that.
It's not your decision to make, but okay.
I told you over and over not to marry him, but in the end, you're still going through with it. That's actually quite scummy. But I have some bad news for you. If you were thinking everything was gonna go as planned, think again.
What are you talking about?
It looks like someone has gone and ripped that dress you were supposed to wear today to shreds!
What?
Not just the dress, but the entire venue is absolutely trashed. All the flowers have been completely destroyed as well.
Oh my god.
Well, it serves you right. This is what happens when you try and marry my dad behind my back. Enjoy your wedding in a shredded dress and a dumpster of a hall.
Sorry to tell you, but I'm not getting married today.
Wait, what? What do you mean you aren't getting married today?
Just like I said, I don't actually have any plans today at all.
What are you saying? You do know that my dad did tell me the wedding was today, right?
When you say your dad told you, when was that exactly?
Like 2 weeks ago. It was right before I messaged you. I tried to get him to call it off right then and there, but he wouldn't listen. He said the wedding was in 2 weeks and I would just have to accept it because he wasn't going to cancel it. That's why I messaged you. Okay, I'm beginning to see what happened here. What do you mean, what happened? I hate to break this to you, Courtney. About a week after that, we called the wedding off. Robert and I broke up. What now? You actually broke up? Yeah, I decided to break up with him. Oh. What do you mean, oh? This is what you wanted all along, right? No, that is true. It's just you decided faster than I thought, I guessed. Actually, I didn't really think you'd break up in the first place. Of course I would. I really didn't know Robert had a child. Not that I had a problem with you. Well, in theory at least. In reality, you're quite unpleasant. But my main issue was just that I couldn't believe he'd hide something like that from me. I felt completely lied to. Your father tried to change my mind. He asked me if I was really prepared to go back to being a single 40-year-old. Right at that moment, I realized there was a part of him looking down on me and I lost all interest in him. Wait, you broke up with him over something like that? In times like this, the best thing to do is listen to your heart. If he's hiding his own child at this stage, the likelihood he'll hide something down the line is high. If you're in a relationship where you can't share important things with each other, there's no reason in getting married, right? I guess I understand a little bit where you're coming from. Even so, I'm amazed Dad took the breakup so easily. Slow down, I didn't say he took it easily. He didn't? He begged me to stay with him when he saw I was serious, but like I said, it was just too late. We're both already quite old, and I don't have any time to be wasting with people who are going to lie to me and look down on me. Really? So you just blew him off, just like that? I sure did. I'm sorry to tell you, but he cried his eyes out. Oh no! So now you're starting to worry about others apart from yourself? Our plans for the wedding have already been canceled. Despite that you've destroyed someone else's dress and ruined their venue. So Courtney, whose wedding did you just ruin? Oh no. Completely destroying a wedding venue is a pretty big deal. Just so you know, if the police get involved in this, I have nothing to do with it. Oh no! You're right. I just destroyed someone's wedding. Whose was it? Whose wedding did I just wreck? How am I supposed to know? What should I do? I thought that was my dad's wedding. I would never have done something like this to anyone else. Don't you think it would be best to go and turn yourself in? If you don't, the police are going to get involved and it'll turn into a bigger ordeal. Police? No way. What do you think? If I apologize, would they let me off the hook? Maybe they'll forgive me if I get on my knees and beg. You can only hope for the best. But the world isn't that kind. I'm not going to be taken away by the police, right? This was just a careless mistake. No one told me you guys broke up in the first place. So there's no way they could arrest me, right? You're asking the wrong person. I'll leave it at that, considering I've split up with your father and this has nothing to do with me.
Please hear me out, Emma. Courtney just made a huge error in judgment. She was under the impression we were still getting married and absolutely destroyed the venue.
I've already heard that from the culprit herself.
Courtney talked to you?
She was boasting about how much damage she did. She ripped up the wedding dress and all the flowers as well.
Really? That girl?
But she then became quite anxious after I told her we'd split and already canceled the wedding.
So that's what happened.
In my last message to her, I told her to go and apologize. So I wonder what happened after that.
I'll tell you what happened. I got a desperate message from my daughter saying the owners of the hall are asking her to pay damages.
Well, you couldn't expect anything less than that. How much for the damages?
It's about $140,000.
Wow.
Not only that, if we don't pay today, they're gonna contact the police. Apparently, the chairs and tables took a lot of damage, so that's added to the charges. Not only that, but the dress was quite an expensive one too. Altogether, the damages work out to be $140,000.
That could be a little bit of an issue.
This is more than a little issue. So that's why I'm begging you, Emma. Please help us get out of this pickle.
Excuse me?
You got cash, right? Please, we need your help.
So what if I've got money? Why should I help you after you lied to me and insulted me?
If you help us out, Courtney said she will approve of us getting married.
Okay, and?
Doesn't that work out for everyone? You help and you'll be in good graces with Courtney. Not only that, but we can marry unopposed. It's a happy ending for everyone.
I'm so disgusted I'm basically speechless. Goodbye. Emma, please! My dad told me everything. You're a doctor earning over $210,000 a year, right? Ugh, what now? Please, I need your help. The damages for the hall are so high. I've already said no to your father. I'm begging you to have a change of heart. Not only will I be okay with you marrying Dad, I'll even call you Mom. You think any of that is worth $140,000 to me? If that's what you think, your head is emptier than I thought. Why? I'm just an old rejected 40-year-old, right? You don't want to give someone like that your precious dad, right? There's no need to change your mind so easily. Well, actually, I'm washing my hands of this whole thing. Good luck finding $140,000. Oh, no, wait! Please wait. Don't worry about the money, but please don't go. What now? Look, I'm really serious when I say you don't need to worry about the money, so I'm begging you on this one. Could you come with me to the venue? You mean the one you just destroyed? Yes. And why in the world would I want to do something like that? If you can just come and tell the bridegroom this was all a big mistake, that would mean a lot to me. Just convince them this wasn't some revenge tactic against them. Huh? What do you mean? Is there any point in me explaining that? If there wasn't a point, I wouldn't be asking you to help me. Please come. You've got no connection to the bride and groom, right? If all you've done is make a mistake, why would they think this is a revenge tactic? Well, actually, I'm lightly acquainted with them. That's why there's this big misunderstanding. Oh, God. You actually know the bride and groom of this wedding. That's what I'm telling you. I know them. Not only that, the groom is actually my ex-boyfriend. The plot thickens. I broke up with him about half a year ago. We were living together with the intention of getting married, but I didn't clean up enough and he kicked me out. Then straight after that, he got a new girlfriend. They're getting married before even living together or anything. Okay, is that it? Around that time, I heard about Dad getting married. As you know, I went a little ballistic. I'm already 20, so it's not like I really care about who my dad gets married to. But still, it creeped me out and I decided to go against the wedding. You mean to say you were basically against the wedding for no reason? Yeah, I didn't think it would be that serious, but at the end you guys actually broke up. Then the wedding I destroyed just happened to be my ex-boyfriend's. Sometimes these coincidences happen, I guess. Right? It seems like my ex and his new girl wanted to get married as soon as possible. Thanks to you canceling the wedding, they were able to get the hall for quite a low price. Okay, I guess that makes sense. For those with a short relationship wanting a quick marriage, the timing and price couldn't be more perfect. Exactly. I honestly didn't know. Despite that, my ex-boyfriend really thinks I was out for revenge. He's saying I destroyed the wedding out of jealousy. He's even threatening to sue me for the damages. Oh dear. That's on top of the money for the damages to the hall. How's anyone meant to pay for that? Not only that, my ex is demanding $25,000. Isn't that a little over the top? Exactly. I don't have that type of money. That's why I'm begging you to help me. Please come and tell them the situation. Tell them it's all just a coincidence. Sorry, but that's a no. What? This is annoying. I don't want to get involved in this any further. Are you kidding me? Wait just a second. Are you gonna just abandon your own daughter? Who's this supposed daughter? I don't have a husband, nor do I have a daughter. Don't say such things, and please just help me out here. I really only have you to rely on. Actually, the only one you can rely on is your father. I tell you what, if I remember tonight, I'll say a little prayer that your ex doesn't sue you. Now, goodbye and good luck. This can't be real. Wait. I'm begging you, don't throw me away. It seems Robert managed to sell whatever bits and pieces he had to pay for the damages in full. He sold whatever he had in his possession, including his nice watches and even his car, and also dipped into his savings. As for the lawsuit, after apologizing profusely and repeatedly, Courtney convinced her ex-boyfriend that it was a misunderstanding. However, she was still forced to pay around $21,000 since the fact of the matter was that she still spoiled the wedding. Courtney complained quite a bit about that, saying how she really didn't plan it and it was all just a big misunderstanding. But she was still forced to pay. Afterwards, I heard she started buying strange pots and beads after searching for ways to rewind time. I hope she has more luck with that than she did weaseling out of her lawsuit.
I don't need some dirty woman like you coming over to my parents' home for Christmas.
Huh? Dirty? Did you mean to send that text to someone else?
No, I'm clearly talking about you. I don't want to see your face at my family's Christmas party.
I have already talked to your parents about it and I'm going. Glenn took time off of work for this too. I'm not missing the party.
So what if he took time off? He's my brother and should be with his family. You have no good reason to show up to our party.
I'm his wife and a part of your family, so of course I'm going to be there.
I really don't care if you are his wife. I have never seen you as part of our family. I don't want you at the Christmas party, so don't come. End of story.
You're not in charge of this party or my decisions. I'm still going even if you don't want me there. I don't want to make your parents upset.
Just tell them you got sick and can't make it. It shouldn't be hard for someone like you to come up with excuses.
Your parents are looking forward to me being there, and we made a lot of plans for the kids this year. I'm also supposed to meet Kira for the first time. Your dad is really excited and he's going all out this year. He wants to dress me up as an elf to play with the kids while he acts like Santa. Your mom is also going to be Mrs. Claus. I think the kids are going to love this.
You don't have to do any of that. They won't care if you don't show up.
I think they will. Your dad seemed really excited to make these plans. I also have a big surprise for the kids.
Ugh. Why the hell are you so stubborn? Whatever. That's not my main point. The problem here is that my brother married some dirty hoe who has nothing good going for her. You are nothing but a burden to my family. I need you to get out of my family and divorce my brother. He clearly can't see his own mistakes he makes in life.
I'm really not happy with this attitude that you have toward me. You have always been rude to me, and I would like it if you would stop now. Glenn and I will not be getting a divorce. We love each other very much. Our relationship is none of your business.
It is my business because he is my brother. I don't care if you tell me no or not. You will be getting a divorce.
Lynn, every single time your family is having some sort of party or get-together, you fight with me on the fact that Glenn and I should get a divorce. It is never going to happen, and you have to learn when to stop.
I'm not going to stop until I get what I want. I hate seeing you at every family event knowing what kind of dirty work you do. You're disgusting.
You can think whatever you want about me and my job, but keep your thoughts to yourself. No one asked for your opinion about my life.
I know that you're the manager of such a disgusting place. It makes me sick thinking that that's how my brother met you.
Yes, it is true we met that way.
To even think my brother's wife is in charge of a bar. Does that make you feel good about yourself?
Glenn should have never married you. You're blowing my job way out of proportion. All I do is serve drinks and be nice to our customers. It is nothing more than that.
Ew! It's honestly so repulsive. You are married.
Glenn is fine with my job and I get paid well. My job does not define me and it has no significant impact on our relationship.
God, you are so frustrating to talk to. My son is going to this Christmas party too.
Yes, I heard. I'm looking forward to meeting Matthew finally.
No, you will not. I don't want a dirty woman like you spreading whatever diseases you have to my son.
You're acting way out of line. I'm not dirty or have any diseases. All I do is run a bar. There is no physical contact of any sort. Please do not speak to me that way.
Are you aware of how well educated my family is? We have all gone to very high-class universities. We all also have proper jobs. What college did you go to? Did you even finish high school?
I graduated from community college with a degree in communications.
So pathetic. Is that really it? I know you're good at talking with other men, but did you really need a lousy degree to do that? This has to be a joke.
I don't see a problem with that. You're very rude.
Do you even understand how you make my family look? You should feel ashamed.
Your parents know all about my job and my schooling. They never made fun of me or cared. The only person that has a problem with it is you.
They don't say anything because they pity you. When I attended your wedding and heard you telling your life story and how you and Glenn met, I wanted to puke. I know my family. You don't. Everyone was just hiding their embarrassment. You are trash compared to all of us.
I don't think they feel that way about me at all. This all just seems like a you problem.
They were all just too sad for you to speak up about how they really feel. The fact that you went to community college and ended up where you are is hilarious to all of us.
There is nothing wrong with attending a community college.
There is no way that you can actually learn something at a community college.
You have a messed up perception of education.
Anyway, don't come to the Christmas party. And get that divorce before you regret it.
My name is Jane and I am 36 years old. My husband Glenn works as an IT manager. Glenn has 2 sisters. The one I was messaging was Lynn and his other sister is April. They both have kids too. Glenn's parents are really nice people and his family has accepted me like I was one of their own. Well, except for one person. The first time I met Glenn's whole family was at a birthday party for his dad. I got along with everyone really well, and of course I was happy. Coming up is his family's traditional Christmas party, but it seems like there is going to be trouble. So far, Lynn really hates me and is determined to get rid of me. When I was going to community college, my dad passed away and my mom was sick. In order to help my mom and pay for school, I started working at a local bar. That's where I met Glenn. I think we both knew it was love at first sight. Lynn thinks my job is dirty. There are some bars that are shady, sure, but mine is totally normal. Because of her hatred of me, she did some horrible things at the Christmas party.
I threw away the turkey and stuffing that was out on the table.
What? Why would you do that?
I didn't want my family to get sick, so I threw it all away. Thanks to you, we have nothing to eat now.
The food I made was perfectly fine.
Don't tell me that you spent all of that time making something so disgusting.
I did spend a lot of time making that food. Did you ask anyone if you should throw it away, or did you just do it yourself?
Yes, I did actually. My mom told me to throw it out. It was so smelly and undercooked, we had no choice.
I know you're lying. She wouldn't tell you to do something like that. Your mom was the one who asked me to cook for Christmas. You really didn't have to go that far. I spent all day cooking that.
A dirty woman like you shouldn't even be allowed to handle food.
You need to stop calling me dirty. It's getting really old.
I'm not putting food you touched into my stomach.
I put so much effort into Christmas dinner for everyone. I don't have a family of my own anymore, and I was so happy to have a family to cook for.
How do you not understand that you meet so many filthy men at your job that you are probably carrying all kinds of diseases without even knowing it? Have you been tested? I'm seriously just trying to protect my family's health.
You are so cruel and awful for saying things like that to me. What I don't understand about you is how you can say things like that to other people. Anyway, I'm picking up the dessert right now. I ordered it from a bakery, so don't throw it away too.
Don't bother. You're not coming back.
Why not?
My mom and I can make something for dessert. Just go home and don't come back.
No, I'm not doing that.
I've already told you several times that I don't want you here. You still need to get that divorce. I'm so done with you.
And I have told you several times that I won't be getting a divorce. Your parents are the ones who invited me over and made plans with me for today, too.
My parents are just too nice to say anything to your face. I know how they really feel about you. How could my parents possibly like someone like you?
Because they're good people, unlike you.
And then you always bring up that stupid sob story about your dad dying and how you had no choice but to work at a bar to take care of your sick mom and pay off your school expenses. As if we care. You are just full of excuses.
I know very well that your parents don't think of me in a negative way at all. Stop pretending like they do to justify your behavior.
You don't fit in with my family. Just face it. You don't have a family of your own, and you're in denial about my family hating you. You need to find other ways to move on in your life. Plus, I know your true intentions of marrying into my family.
True intentions? What are you even talking about? For the Christmas party, you should dress up as the Grinch. You ruined our Christmas dinner and have such a crappy attitude. I just think that an ugly green monster suits your personality.
Shut the hell up! I'm not here to joke around.
I'm not joking around at all, though. You really are the Grinch.
You piece of crap! Don't come into my house ever again!
And what if I told you that you won't be celebrating Christmas with your family this year?
They're my family! Stop saying dumb things like that and leave me alone.
Okay, then I will.
I don't want to see your face ever again. If you step 1 foot into my house again, you will suffer some major consequences.
Consequences? Are you seriously trying to threaten me now?
Why not? I'm looking forward to your demise. You don't even deserve a family. Where is everyone? It's getting late and I'm hungry. What's going on?
I told you that you won't be celebrating Christmas with your family tonight.
What did you do? I need you to come back.
No, I'll pass. We have already eaten dinner and are about to cut the cake for dessert.
What? You guys ate without me? What about me? Where are you guys?
Your parents didn't like your attitude towards me, so we made other plans.
Why would they do that without telling me?
You were the one who ruined Christmas dinner by throwing away all the food I made for the family. Your mom was horrified when I told her what you did. So we decided to all go out for dinner instead.
I shouldn't have to be all alone. You did this to me.
This is your fault. Did you think I would stay quiet and let you speak to me the way you have been lately?
Even if my family knew how I was acting toward you, they still shouldn't have left me all alone on Christmas.
I showed them all of the messages you were sending me.
So what? Why couldn't they have at least called me or talked with me? This is so messed up.
They also didn't want you to come because your smoking problem has gotten worse and it would be bad for the kids. Plus, you wouldn't have wanted to come where we are anyway. I think you should quit smoking. It's dirty and unhealthy for your family. I thought you cared about their health.
That's none of your business. Can you just tell me where you all went already? I'm going to drive myself over there.
You aren't going to be happy to hear where we are.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, I also gave the kids their big Christmas present. They were all so happy. You should have seen the look on their faces. It really was an amazing moment. Maybe I'll send them to you. Your son is so happy.
How dare you open presents without me?
My boss has also been so awesome to us. Dinner was all free and delicious. It was also thanks to my boss that I was able to buy the kids such a great gift this year.
Wait a second. What do you mean by your boss has been awesome to us?
I didn't want to have to tell you, but I guess I have no choice. We ate dinner at my restaurant.
What? How dare you bring my family and my son to such a disgusting establishment? You will regret this.
It was actually your mom and dad's idea on eating here tonight. I mean, it's not like there's a lot of options on Christmas Eve. I was able to call my boss and reserve the whole place just for us after closing. Your mom and dad love it.
My parents' idea?
Yeah, they both ordered some specialty drinks too. We are all having a wonderful time.
Liar. There's no way.
I have also been bonding with your dad a lot more. He told me that his dad died when he was younger too. I'm glad that we are able to understand each other's struggles. Your family truly admires how hard I work. They are glad that I married Glenn.
I don't want to hear any more of this.
They also told me to tell you to shut your mouth. I would watch what you say. Your parents are reading the messages you are sending me.
What? Shut my mouth?
They have been telling me how you have always been a bit of a troubled child.
Huh? Why would they say that?
They dislike how you look down on others just because your family has a lot of money. It makes your family look bad.
I think it is unforgivable how they are letting a dirty bartender like you into the family. The only thing tarnishing the family's reputation is you. Someone needs to say it.
Your father says that you need to shut your mouth because your behavior is unacceptable.
What?
He told me to tell you that.
My dad?
Yeah, don't be so surprised. I guess he's a bit of a lightweight, but he seems pretty angry with you.
You can't be serious.
He says he is going to have a talk with you later tonight. He says he's sorry for spoiling you and he's cutting off your allowance.
I don't believe you. He can't do that.
Are you seriously receiving an allowance from your dad? You're in your 30s.
Why is this happening?
Things are getting pretty heated over here. I also didn't know you haven't had a job in over 2 years.
This is not good. They aren't supposed to be talking to each other about me.
So, you have been receiving an allowance from your parents and living off of your husband's money for the past 2 years instead of looking for work? Then you spent all that time bragging about how well-educated you were and looking down on me.
Wait a second. I can explain.
Do you need a job? I can get you one at my bar. You can work under me.
Shut up!
We always need the extra help and the pay is really good.
I would never. Why aren't you responding? What's going on?
Oh, sorry. Your dad is seriously pissed. We all had to work together to calm him down. Your family isn't happy with you at all.
What am I going to do?
Just face the consequences of your own actions and apologize.
This is all your fault, Jane. I hate you. I should have gotten rid of you sooner.
Too late. Your dad called your husband and told him what you've been up to as well.
What? Don't bother Kirk. He's working.
Yeah, he's working hard on Christmas Eve while you're busy looking down on everyone.
Shut up, I said! Get out of my life already! Oh no. Kirk is calling. What should I say?
Tell him the truth. You're a stuck-up, spoiled little Grinch who tried to ruin Christmas.
Stop with the jokes! Jane! Please do something!
Huh? What do you want me to do?
Tell my dad to call Kirk back and tell him it was a joke!
I think you deserve everything that is happening to you. Why would I help you after how you have treated me?
I promise I will never be rude to you ever again.
I'm sorry for everything! It's too late to apologize. I'm done speaking to you, Lynn. Please take responsibility for your own actions. Goodbye and good luck.
No! Please don't say that. I'm sure there's something you can do to help me. I promise I will be the best sister-in-law ever to you. You have my word. I'm sorry. Please help me, Jane.
It seems like Lynn's husband was absolutely furious with her. It seems his mom put herself through college by working at a bar as well. Everyone was embarrassed of Lynn's behavior. They also couldn't believe she had been treating me this way the whole time. After everything was said and done, Lynn was the black sheep of the family for a few months. She was also forced to get a job to help properly support her own family. Seeing Lynn finally get what she deserved made me secretly happy on the inside, despite her family's anger. But other than that mess, I had a great Christmas. Since I don't have a family of my own, it was nice to celebrate being surrounded by those that love and care about me. I hope everyone else out there is having a wonderful holiday season.